It was a cell phone video that set off a nationwide controversy. A Native American student had recorded a math teacher at John W. North High School in Riverside wearing a fake feather headdress, dancing in class, while possibly trying to articulate a mnemonic device for trigonometry called Sokotoa.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at modern women losing their jobs. Don't forget to drop a comment, make sure you subscribe if you're new here, and let's jump into it.
Yeah, I got fired. Somebody posted where I work in the comments of the video. I'm pretty sure I know who it was. You and your baby daddy.
Burn on your stitches and duets if you're going to stand 10 tones down on your actions. As someone who worked in a vet clinic and had to participate in euthanasias, I cried for every single one and do know that I put people's pets in the freezer feeling horrible about it. I'm not sure in what world that's a joke, and the fact that you've done zero reflection on this is actually crazy.
Slamming a euthanized pet into a freezer like that just shows a disturbing lack of empathy.
I got fired from my job yesterday. They found out I had a TikTok, but they didn't say that was the reason. I just found out afterwards that that was the reason. So now I'm curious as to what it is that I say on my TikTok that got me fired. So I started watching my videos, and I'm an extreme leftist and I worked for conservatives, so whoop.
That wasn't a political persecution, that was her being unprofessional on her company's money. Trying to become famous on TikTok is probably not a smart backup plan after getting fired. You know, I don't think that particular route is going to work here.
Let me just start. It wasn't even recording at first. That is. Nancy got you on camera. You're fired. Wrap it up. Yeah, I'm fired. I'm fired.
If you are on the clock, the last thing you should be doing is recording cringe for TikTok. You would think that this is common sense, but I mean, apparently not to these people. That is insanely dangerous, and it just proves that hiring this person is a complete safety liability, by the way.
In fact, all of these women have been fired. Everybody in the tech industry who's been making these day in the life of tech videos, notice you haven't seen any of those in a few years? Yeah, they all got fired.
My coworkers keep saying I need to make like a tech TikTok, because if you look at my TikTok, you'd never guess I have a job. So, anyways, this is our current workstation. Callie and I are what you call product managers. Callie, what is your team over?
My team is over reporting and internal tools.
And I am over what we call card experience. So we work on like anything from activating your credit card to freezing, reissue, shipping, all the good stuff. What's a PM?
They have no idea how unprofessional they look, and they deserve to get fired after pulling this.
Fired from my job because of the kombucha video.
What?
Yeah. I had been working there for 3 months, and that's when I got fired.
Nice.
And
what was the reason?
Well, she brought me in and she was like, "You're doing?
You can't be making videos."
Yeah, basically, she was like, "You need to decide if you want to be a young professional or if you want to be a meme." And I was like, "What the kind of decision is that?"
I should have been like, "You're just jealous. You're ugly. You're mad as hell. You're ugly.
You're mad."
Yeah, you're mad.
Like, I'm your boss. You're fired.
Yeah.
You're mad. L-L-L-U-W-B.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Mad. You're an L and I'm a dub.
Me to my 60-year-old boss named Cheryl.
Yeah.
You're just mad because I'm a hot girl.
They make one viral video and automatically assume they're going to be internet famous forever. It is absolutely crazy to me.
Okay, take a breath.
Excuse me, ma'am. They telling me to go home, and I'm just telling them to sign my worksheet, and I'm going to leave the building.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the building. Don't get the whole. They're not trying to pay me for my upstairs at 6 in the morning. I just want to get back. Oh, he loves me.
Is this the only way?
Yes, this is the only way. For one of them to Saturday, I just want to go.
Yeah, but you're screaming at me, and I can't process what's actually
Okay, I'm
happening
sorry.
because it's too much.
Okay, I'm sorry, but can you please just ask
I'm
him?
not trying to remove
Can you
you.
please just all I need is for him to sign my paper.
Freaking out like this after getting fired is only going to guarantee that you will never actually work again. Future employers are going to see this and be like, oh, hell no, I'm not dealing with that.
No, because he's not listening. I just want somebody to sign my paper, bro. You're not listening. Can you sign my paper? No, just sign it. You just need to sign. Why are you touching me?
Because you're not listening.
Can you
and they're
please
asking you
sign
to
this?
go.
Can you please? Why are you touching my phone?
You're telling me to
Please,
touch
I'm asking you to have them sign my paper.
I'm not having them do anything.
Please, I just want to go home. Please. Oh my God, I thought that was no.
Let's talk outside.
No.
She's a medical professional and she's acting this way. I mean, this is just unsettling right here.
Listen, I just need a signature to go home. I just need a signature. I just need a signature, and I can. They not trying to pay me. They not trying to pay me.
I'm trying to talk to them.
Can you please sign it? Can you sign it?
Give me the phone.
Can you ask somebody to sign it?
And I will talk to
No.
Step outside.
No, just ask somebody to please.
All being recorded.
Just please sign it, please.
The way she's whining and flailing about is just living proof that she's just acting like an overgrown child. You go to work to make money, not to record cringe dances while on the clock. You would think this is common sense again, but apparently not.
I think it'd be best for us to not move forward anymore, just because we're not seeing the performance that we expected on the other side of training. And so I know it's probably not what you wanted to hear today, but I wanted to share it with you just so you kind of understand why we're deciding to not move forward.
If you're not performing to the expectations of your employers, you probably don't deserve the paycheck. They hired you for a reason.
The secret formula right now. Oh my.
Really? Yeah, that video shows what appears to be an employee of a Chick-fil-A restaurant in the chicken batter. In or appearing to in the chicken batter there. This video has taken social media by storm. And since the video got out, Chick-fil-A has responded. Here's what they said. Chick-fil-A operator posted this message on Facebook. It reads in part, "We have identified the team member as well as the one filming and have terminated employment effective
How
immediately.
stupid can you be?
We have very strict standards of high expectations for food safety.
Honestly.
This was an egregious violation."
The sad part is they probably thought spitting in other people's food, just wasn't that big of a deal for some reason.
I get a random meeting on my calendar. I hope I'm not getting fired. I will die. Someone else is in there. I'm getting fired. Oh my God, I'm getting fired. Hello.
Good morning, Pepper.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I asked who I think you know to join us for this call. She is our HR representative. We've got some updates we'd like to share with you this morning.
Okay.
People get fired from their jobs all the time. That doesn't mean that they need to record it on TikTok.
While we originally believed that we would be integrating, we've instead determined that it was best for us to refocus the agency. Unfortunately, as you may know, the lack of growth and the decline in our client revenue has negatively impacted our business beyond what we can sustain. And it's forced us to make what are very difficult decisions to eliminate roles within the agency. And this includes the elimination of your role, making today the last day. Please know that it was a very difficult decision.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Heather. I wish you the best.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye.
It is crazy to me how women like this just are not able to comprehend how badly these videos will actually hurt them in the future. You know, future people that they deal with, whether it be employers or relationships or whatever, are all probably going to see crap like this that they post.
Woke teacher got fired, finally. So he says he got fired because he's queer. What he really got fired for was having thirst traps as a teacher, posting thirst traps.
I was recently hate crimed for being queer. And as a result of me being hate crimed for being queer, it ultimately led to me being fired from my job.
He was hate crimes. You're Matthew Shepard now?
They then pulled out a yellow folder and slid 2 screenshots of 2 thirst traps across the table to me.
If you are a school teacher, you have no business posting thirst traps of any kind online. I think that's all that needs to be said there.
And I was just like, oh my God.
And you think that that's okay? Who exactly are you trapping? Who exactly is feeling thirsty by anything you post? That's your biggest L right there. You think getting hate crimed is your L. You think getting fired is your L. No, posting those damn thirst traps. Whoever saw those got hate crimed, babe.
It is disgusting how that teacher is responsible for children, and then that's what they do online.
I literally just got fired from my job 10 seconds ago. I'm going to just show you what happened. Hello, Mr. Boss. Hi, Charlie. Do you have a minute to talk? I absolutely do. What can I do for you? So you've just come up on my son's TikTok. Yep. Yeah. I've watched all of them. I'm also an entertainer, by the way, on the side. And apparently, not to mention, you're doing... I mean, I've done... Charlie, you work for the NDIS. I'm going to need you to come in tomorrow morning around 9:30 and we can have a chat about it. Is there really much point if you're just going to fire me because you're going to fire me? I know you're going to fire me. That's most likely the option, Charlie. You can come in and we can talk about it, or maybe I should just not come back. I think that would be for the best. And he actually fired me.
They used the word entertainer because they knew making that kind of content was wrong, so they had to lie about it.
You're about to witness firsthand several people get fired for what they posted on social media yesterday. And as somebody who works in HR and manages this on the back end, let's talk about it. If you've ever followed me or looked at my page, I like to give people job tips. And one of my biggest job tips that somehow goes viral all the time with people disagreeing with it is that you are accountable for what you posted. If I can connect you to your company in any way, shape, or form, you are a representative of that company.
What's funny is how those people think their privacy is being violated when they make posts, by the way. And typically these posts are public posts. So I don't understand how your privacy would be violated if people are viewing something that you posted publicly.
It does not matter that I can do whatever I want in my free time. If I can connect you to your company, you are a representative of that company, which means that whatever actions you take are going to have the consequences that the company decides for your employment. Disagree with me all you want. That's how it works. We all know this. We have seen public outcry. We have seen people get fired for posting things that we all disagree with. And all it takes is a collective mindset of people to go in and say something to a company or give them proof. Here's the irony of this all. Yes, speech is free, but there are consequences to everything, and you need to weigh the risk. And the sad thing is, the people who were celebrating yesterday, who are going to be fired this week, next week, they did not weigh the risk. And I will keep repeating this over and over and over and over again. Your actions have consequences.
It seems to me like accountability is nothing short of a profanity word for a lot of these employees.
But to know that I don't have a job next week, I have 2 kids I gotta take care of financially. Don't laugh.
I mean, she should have thought of that before trying to live stream while on the clock.
This woman was just fired from her job and kicked out of her gym after she made a video on TikTok saying this. Watch.
This may be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat.
So that woman made that video a few days ago thinking she really did something, playing with her necklace. She was all dressed up, saying sorry, not sorry, talking about people in her Pilates class.
The funny part is she has no idea how many people would consider this hate speech, by the way.
Well, her job and the Pilates facility that she was a member of both saw this video and not only fired her, but also revoked her membership. And she made an apology video that I'm going to play part of for you right here.
I wanted to come on here and just formally apologize for my last few videos. They were nasty. My membership got revoked, so and I was told not to go back to work. I just feel really bad.
This is not an apology, it's merely a failed attempt at damage control for her videos.
This video showing 2 Jimmy John's employees on sandwiches has made its rounds across social media. People are sharing the same reaction to the shocking video.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's horrible.
It's been an even greater reaction from these girls who claim they're the ones who were supposed to get those sandwiches.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Posting this kind of crap on the internet is some of the dumbest things you can do in life, I would say.
I was honestly very, very disgusted.
Caitlin Phillips and Lainey Blanchard are also Jimmy John's employees. They tell me they were coming into work the day the video was taken and asked their coworkers to make them a sandwich before their shift. That's when they say the recording was made, but they didn't find out until weeks later what had actually happened. They say the girls' reaction stemmed from some unspoken drama between the group of friends.
If you have beef with someone in your friend group, this is probably not the way to solve it.
I just never thought I'd see the day that she'd actually, do something that nasty.
I spoke with the restaurant owner who tells me one of the girls in the video was fired prior to them finding out about it, and the other was fired immediately after the video surfaced.
What makes this worse is how this kind of behavior is just going to keep on happening.
The job that I was working out in is called a straightener. You just make sure that the package is organized enough to get auto scanned.
But after going viral for her easy job, she got in big trouble.
So then one day I tried to log into my employee thing and it just said access denied. I was terminated for confidentiality.
If you have an easy job that pays, the last thing you should do is brag about it online. Why on earth would you shine lasers into your face like that? That just makes absolutely no sense.
Several healthcare workers at a California medical clinic have been fired after posting a video online mocking their patients. In a now deleted video, numerous employees at the Precious Urgent Care in Santa Barbara were seen posing next to what looked like bodily fluid stains on the exam room table. The video featured captions including, "Are patients allowed to leave you guys gifts?" and "Guess the substance." Since the video was first posted, the account has been locked and replaced with a new username with all videos deleted. Sutter Health released a statement confirming the termination of the employees involved for the insensitive photo shoot, saying the unacceptable behavior is an outright violation of our policies, shows a lack of respect of our patients and will not be tolerated. Within 24 hours of becoming aware of the post, we placed the employees on administrative leave. Within another 24 hours, we terminated those involved as part of this ongoing investigation.
Not only is that disgusting, it also shows how little these people actually care about their parents. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.